Siddharth Mishra, you wanted to come for a rebuttal?
Yeah, I just wanted to say one thing, that we cannot club the Jhuggi Jhopdi clusters with unauthorized colonies. Unauthorized colony, whatever the name for the reasons, it is called unauthorized colonies, but they are very, very prosperous colonies. Unauthorized colonies in Mehrauli constituency today, a flat there cost about 4 to 5 crores of rupees, and all in black
Zenith
money.
Farms in Delhi is an unauthorized colony.
There is an unauthorized colony there. And there are several, and most of the unauthorized colonies in Buradi and elsewhere, where there is a lot of builder intervention and all. So unauthorized colonies and Jhuggi Jhopdi clusters do not go hand in hand. They go separately. So they cannot be clubbed together as one economic group. They are two different.
Aarti Jairath, all right, I'll just come back to you. I want to introduce Aarti Jairath into this conversation. Aarti Jairath, till yesterday you said, I don't believe any of this. I want to see D-Day, 8th of February, and I'll believe the numbers when I see them on the board. There now is a sense, because even now the bigger pollsters, the more respected pollsters, agencies who've been polling for decades now, seem to be suggesting a very similar trend, or rather they're going one step forward and suggesting or projecting a sweep by the BJP.
Yes, I will still, hold back till the results are actually in. But yes, today we have some, exit polls that have come in from more established pollsters. The ones that we saw yesterday, I really have never heard of them, so I can't comment on them. But today we do have some from established pollsters, and yes, you're right. They're showing a pretty handsome victory for the BJP. And, to repeat what all the other panelists have said, this can only happen if they have taken away a chunk of Aam Aadmi Party's voters. Last time there was a difference of about 14 to 15% in the vote share between the BJP and Aam Aadmi Party. Yes. So, the BJP would have had to get at least 8%, an 8% swing towards it. This can't happen because the Congress has taken away votes. This has happened because the BJP has taken away Aam Aadmi Party votes. And the BJP, it is remarkable because this means that the poorer classes have voted for the BJP, which is a constituency which has not voted for the BJP for the last 27 years, which is why the BJP has not been able to, rule in Delhi for all these decades. So, this is a huge breakthrough if these numbers do actually come true on Saturday. It's a huge breakthrough by the BJP that they've been able to attract the votes of the poor or maybe the SC. I mean, I think we'll have to wait for a proper breakup to see, which classes have gone. But clearly, if not the very poor, some poor classes have gone to the BJP. And I will attribute this to the fact that in the last few months, a lot of the Aam Aadmi Party's social welfare schemes actually dried up. I don't know what happened, why they were no longer, being able to dispense the kind of, money welfare schemes that they were doing earlier. Maybe, the government got paralyzed because, everybody was in jail, all their top leaders or whatever. But the fact is that the social welfare schemes that had been the backbone of the Aam Aadmi Party's success in 2020, those social welfare schemes seem to have spluttered and come to a halt in many places. And while the central government was offering welfare schemes, Aam Aadmi Party refused to accept those schemes in Delhi, saying that, no, we have our own schemes, so we will not dispense the central government social welfare schemes. So whether it is health insurance or, food rations and so on, there was a big problem in, the poor accessing those welfare measures.
All right, I want to cut across to Charu Pragya. And before I do that, Charu Pragya, I'll give you something to smile about. And clearly you have a lot to smile about if you're looking at exit polls. Let's put out the data by Chanakya. The pollsters at Chanakya they've predicted a sweep for the Bharatiya Janata Party. 51 seats to the Bharatiya Janata Party, 19 to the Aam Aadmi Party. The Congress will not open its account but has done sizable damage or some damage to the Aam Aadmi Party there. But the numbers on the board, Charu Pragya, will delight the BJP today.
On your show. I believe that BJP has been very confident about these numbers before the exit polls hit. And the reason is that tremendous work at the central level, where their achievements of the central government to that of Delhi state, we find Delhi state to be sadly lacking. They have not been able to deliver on the big promises they have been making every time before elections. They have managed to a point where 80% of the data are tainted with corruption. Well, then get to a point where a rich state like Delhi is in a deficit today. Their entire story of having a good health model has come crashing down because imagine now we have a story where Raghav Chadha might go to London to get his eyes checked. So what is the they talk about education model, but Manish Sisodia, the former education minister,
There's a problem with your audio, Charu. We're going to try and correct that audio. There's a problem with that audio. I want to go back now to Amitabh Tiwari. And, Amitabh Tiwari, one thing now is very clear. The directionally, if you look at it, each and every pollster, save, an outlier of one or two, has got the direction completely exactly the same.
Yeah, so we do treat the pollsters badly because of the 2024 results. But even if you see in 2024 Lok Sabha, the direction of the pollsters was not wrong. I mean, NDA was ahead and it went on to form the government. So exit polls or opinion polls tend to predict the direction. They are not tools to exactly calculate the vote shares or the sheet shares, which they might get right or wrong at different points of time. See, what is happening here is that conceptually or structurally, the Aam Aadmi Party has a very low vote base or a base vote of only 20 to 25%, whereas BJP has 35 to 40. Now, Aam Aadmi Party is dependent upon a borrowed vote. It borrows voters from BJP and Congress from Lok Sabha elections around 15% each, and then it was able to win historic mandates in 2015 and 20. But this is a borrowed vote. This was not a sticky vote of the Aam Aadmi Party per se. And this is what happens when your borrowed vote stays with the original party like the BJP or even some percentage of voters with the Congress, then you are in a fix because your base vote is fairly low and they were not able to grow that vote base despite being in power in 10 years, largely the middle class and the upper caste voters. They were not able to penetrate significantly higher there.